What's up, everyone who's here already? Can you tell me how loud is the music right now? Why it's loud? Let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet. Let me know what you think. Yo, what's up? It's low? Okay. What about this? We're gonna be blasting Sacred Reich. As the title suggests. This is the warm-up. How about that? I'm gonna be going up and down anyway. Hey, Daniel. Hey, appreciate that you like the channel. I know a lot of, like, one of the things that, like, I have a little bit of a hard time, like, remembering is where certain people are, like, in their journey in metal, you know? Like, there's people here, like, who watch my channel who are, like, in their 50s. Like, they're since the beginning. And, like, they know everything. Then there's a lot of, like, younger people who don't really know much. And they're like, there's a certain amount of people who don't know jack fuck all, but they're in for, like, the politics, you know? So that's something I'm just, like, trying to be more, to be aware of. Knowing that not everyone is on, like, the exact same page when it comes to, like, metal acumen. So, yeah. That last song, yeah, it did have kind of like an Iron Maiden melody. and Throned is maybe like one of the, like, in the second wave, like, Norwegian black metal scene. Of course, like, you got your, like, heavy hitters like Mayhem, Immortal, Dark Throne. But then there's, like, kind of like a second or third tier that, to people who are, like, really, really into black metal, like, they're like, of course we know fucking Enthroned is. Are you, like, a baby? But to most people, Enthroned is like a relatively obscure band. But they're very fucking good, and, like, since the beginning of like, in the Norwegian black metal scene. This is probably their best song. The Chasm, perhaps. It's great. I gotta go. The Spotify, like, desktop version is so weird. I was actually listening to, at the gym, these two albums. They're kind of more doomy, I guess. I haven't listened to anything past here. I know this is, like, the most popular. I was listening to this, so they do have very like they're from Mexico, the Chasm, so they have like some unique Mexican things going on. Metal, people still need to understand that metal is a fighting music style. You either can fight for right things, Testament deaths, and or wrong things, like the black metal mafia. Like to a degree, like I get what you're saying. Like the intensity of metal can make you want to fight, or like certain characteristics of metal are indicative of conflict, you know. Do I like a little bit of techno and black metal? Yeah. Seth. I've been listening to Seth and like a lot of like early 2000s. Seth has a lot of like early 2000s techno kind of like synth shit, you know. Also Ackercock has some good. They have like some like crazy shit going on. Like they kind of throw in whatever the fuck they want in music. A lot of the times it's like some kind of like techno stuff. What's a good way of checking bands? Like make sure that's the eternal struggle. I like there's all this shit like it in my opinion you can think both things at once, and like this is what I'm always gonna say when it comes to listening to NSPM or like shit like that. Like you don't have to pick one or the other. You don't have to pick like I'm listening to this, therefore I'm supporting it, or picking I separate the art from the artist. This art is completely devoid of any ideology or influence or blah blah blah. You can do both. You can enjoy some music and at the same time acknowledge that the people who made it are a piece of shit. You can do both. Like it's just kind of a waste of time trying to do it any other way. Like you have a functioning adult brain. You can think two things at once. And it's not a bad thing. Yeah, well, technically the face reveal was a no. Only the true ones know. Only the real ones know. I revealed the face twice, actually. Yeah, like, I mean, if you really care about doing a research, like, obviously do your fucking Google search. And then there's, if you're a really fucking nerd, Reddit, is it sketch? Which, like, I don't want to do that shit. Like, if you like the music, you like the music, and you can also, at the same time, acknowledge who made the music, and if you agree with them ideologically or not. You can do both things, dude. Igor, I've never heard of that. Gotta start from the top, from the beginning. It's French. Uh-oh. No, I'm kidding. Odd album cover. It's more popular than I imagined for never hearing of it. I do have a lot of like I'm always going to be the first one to say like I am not the preeminent resource on metal and music. I just happen to like it and I happen to have been listening to it for a while. But like there are plenty of people, especially like on the internet and YouTube in particular, that know infinitely more about metal than I do. That being said, I only listen to the best metal. Of course. I have the most exquisite music taste. bar none. This is pretty cool. Dude, like, hard bass and techno, like EDM. It's one thing just like listening on your fucking desk chair, sitting at your computer, but like, what if you're like in a club or just like a live music venue? Like, it hits so much fucking harder, and like that can be said of like any music, really, like especially metal, but like big, like hard bass and some EDM and like a live music venue, like where everything is just like bumping and the lights are going off, like it's pretty fucking crazy. What's up, Noisecore Mafia? You've been here since the beginning, I think. I recognize your name. That's what, like, I'm not a fucking streamer, so I don't know. It's like, to me, it's like kind of weird saying like, "Oh, what's up, Dick Buttkiss 69." Oh, good morning, fucking Quasimodo 420. Oh, Apex Twin. Apex Twin for folk metal fans. That makes sense. I do Apex Twin. My partner got me into. Very good. I fucking love it, and I didn't think, it had as much like crossover appeal to metal fans, like to extreme metal fans. I mean, like I guess Apex Twin is just like very popular in general, so it's got crossover with a lot of shit. But yeah, definitely like Apex Twin. We don't care about your knowledge in general. We care about your takes. Don't they go hand in hand a little bit, wouldn't you say? But thank you. Oh, well, okay, I guess it's time to start the main event. And I'm starting from the beginning. From the top. Thank you, Plico Plico. Not bad for the second stream, huh? If you haven't listened to Sacred Reich, it's weird. Spotify like has their first two albums in like a weird combo thing, but Ignorance is their first album. Surf Nicaragua came after that. That's like their two like fucking classic, you know, like Sacred Reich. Does that make sense? But we're listening to first song, first album, and I fucking love the beginning of this. I love the riff. I love the drums. They did the S. I never do that. Ever. I just like didn't want to figure it out. This is 87, like prime. I love that. I cannot tell you the amount of like people, I guess you could call them haters, like relay. You know like that how do you know this? Like what the fuck is that one guy's name? Curtis Conn. I've never watched him, but he's like a YouTuber or something. He has like the mustache and mullet hair. And like that was that's like a big people on the left I'm just like you are doing that one style that's popular. I turned it down. Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, the mustache. It was the mustache in like just like I wouldn't say alt-right, but just like, you know, edgy internet communities. They associated like the mustache with like I was saying Curtis Connor, which I've never watched, but like he has like the I love this part too. Mustache mullet hairdo thing. The iDubbbz Noah Samson bullshit thing. Right? And so anytime you see a mustache, it's like, yo, he's doing the thing. He did the mustache. He's a soy boy. He's only copying the whatever the fuck the other soy boys do, the popular ones. You know? So I would get when I showed my face in the lefty hipster mustache guy with the mullet hair. And I would get like hate messages like calling me that. You know? But like by blood, I'm an Italian man. I've always wanted a mustache too. Like always. So it's kind of unfortunate like now it's trendy or whatever. Like I'm going to have a mustache. I've had a mustache ever since I could grow it. I'm keeping this mustache for a while. It's part of my fucking culture. How dare you call me iDubbbz Noah Samson guy. That's my rant about that. Thank you. Okay, anyway, I want to go back to this part because I like it a lot. Where the fuck is it? I'm very annoying because I do this a lot too, just so you know. You're always gonna get me with the fast double bass. Yeah, I fucking love that. Do I know Brutus Bathory? No. I don't. Yeah, dude. Did you see that mullet mustache iDubbbz thing that Lemmy did fucking 40 years ago, 50 years ago? All that soy went straight to the fucking mole. That's what happens when you eat soy. It's a lesser quality protein, so therefore all that estrogen, when it when enough of it fills up in your breasts, because that's what happens. The soy turns into breast. Once your breasts fill up, it goes right into your fucking moles. Lemmy, fortunately, he didn't have his breast tissue wasn't developed enough. He was just unfortunate that it went straight to his mole. Yeah, the Rat Lord shirt. I wear this shirt way too much, too. It's like my go-to gym shirt, my go-to just like shirt. Uh-huh. Mainly because like I have like other like band tees. And, like Bathory shirts too. Like I have Under the Sign of the Black Mark, which I like to wear a lot too. But the gym I go to has a lot of like older people, and it's kind of just like, as much as I don't really care about like offending those kind of people, you gotta take it a little bit easy on them. You know, you can't be going like fucking Satan. So it's like take it a little bit easy. On the back of this shirt, like there's fucking the Rite of Darkness, you know, fucking sadist. Reap of Evil. like if you look close, you're like, oh, like that font is scary. The return. Ooh, the return of what? Darkness and evil. You know. But yeah, all the estrogen moved into my mustache. I can't grow any other beard except mustache. Beast Hazard, psychoactive music. I love your channel. Thank you. Dude, Beneath the Remains. You talk about your Nine Inch Nails and Beneath the Remains shirt. Beneath the Remains, like just the album art is like unbeatable. It's so fucking good. The Sacred Reich bass is really good too. Yes. I learned that I like aspects of black metal, but don't really care for second wave Norwegian black metal. I get that, and there is like plenty of black metal styles to choose from. In my opinion, second wave Norwegian is fucking incredible. Like it's some of the best, some of my favorite. But even within the second wave of Norwegian black metal, it's pretty diverse. Like you have Olver. Would you say Olver sounds very similar to Mayhem? Or would Mayhem sound very familiar to like early Immortal? Like there is a lot of difference, and that's why genre itself and subgenre only matters to a certain degree. Like their music is very intersectional, just like everything else. If you're truly doing your fucking reading. Do I like cats? Yes, I do. You probably see one somewhere, one or two. Good evening. How easy should we go on Pantera fans? I had my Pantera phase. Although I did kind of like, I do this a lot with music in general. Like I fucking love Cowboys from Hell. Listen to the fuck out of Cowboys from Hell. Never really listened to any of the other albums, honestly. Like I know the hits, you know, like fucking Walk, I'm Broken, Floods, Mouth for War. But like I don't really fucking care. I loved Cowboys from Hell. I have to say, like, as far as Pantera fans, you can be a fan of Pantera if you're one of these people who are saying like Pantera's like the best band ever. You're wrong. And it's mainly one of those things where it's like, the reason you're mad at them is because they're popular. The more popular you are, like the more prone to hatred, the more like familiar people are with you, the more like discrepancy of opinion is involved. And of course, yeah, Phil and Salmo did a fucking Seagull. So take those factors into play, and Pantera's good. Like you can't listen to Pantera and be like, "This is shit. This is garbage." It's fucking good. I love like Cemetery Gates is one of the best songs ever. Every single person I met, even the old people, approves the Beneath the Remains. The Beneath the Remains, like, it's so fucking good. Just the album art. The album itself, like, I love early Sepultura. I wouldn't say it's my favorite album, just because I love Morbid Visions, Schizophrenia, Arise. But yeah, Beneath the Remains album art is like almost unbeatable, in my humble opinion. Pigs. Don't know what the fuck that is, but glad you enjoyed it. Bosnians just really love Sepultura. What up? But never got it. Sepultura is pretty fucking popular too. Master's Hammer is interesting. Yeah, dude, Master's Hammer. For sure. They do have, like, just because this is the fucking thing that I do, the niche that I fulfilled. Master's Hammer does have a lot of, like fascist fans that, like, gravitate towards it. Like a bunch of other bands, like Inquisition and, Marduk. There's a lot of bands like that. But Master's Hammer is very good. It's extremely rare for most people to actually care about church with satanic shit. I think the satanic shit is the most important, is like the more, the thing that gets the people the most, especially like older, more conservative people. Like one of my favorite gym shirts is Immolation, Dawn of Possession, and that's literally like angels being ripped out of the sky by demons. Like, you can't really get more like fucking crazy than that, or more like blasphemous, you know. Sorry, I'm late on this chat. Chaos ID and Roots get too much hate. Probably. Mainly for, like, popularity reasons. Moving away from pure traditional, you know, metal. But, like, yeah, they're fucking great albums. As far as, like, my personal taste goes, I'm always gonna want to listen to the earlier stuff more. This is a fucking great riff, too. Give me like a classic thrash riff like that with some ride on it. Hell yeah, is what I say. Listen to Hermetica, no. Looks really cool. Well, they're pretty popular. How do I not? Is it? I got a lot of blind spots. Like that's what happens when you get your music recommendations mainly from the internet and just like some random fucking people that you know. You're gonna have blind spots. Like, you're never gonna know everything. I will add that to the list. Pigs Times 7 are a metal band from Northeast UK. They're unusual. I will look that up too. Are they called Pigs Times 7 or Pigs? There it is. Fuck. They're pretty popular too. With some like crazy, like psychedelic looking. I feel like I got lucky when it comes to the more problematic bands in metal because I've never gotten into second wave black metal or Pantera in the first place. Quite the discrepancy between the two. Like, you could say the problems, like you can recognize the problems with Scandinavian black metal, or just Scandinavian metal in general, as a product of like their problems, their societal problems, and like the ideological currents that run in Scandinavia. And then you can have Pantera and like deep south metal, you know, New Orleans style shit. And if you're from America, you might be more familiar with those like ideological currents and whatnot. Problematics are diverse, to say the least. But he said, however, Dave Mustaine is still one of my demons. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? Antichrist Siege Machine with a demon with a dick hanging out. Yeah, that'll do it. I made really good work on the channel. Don't forget, Nazi Melons, fuck off. Couldn't have said it better myself. But I mean, it's an opinion. All right, they're allowed to have their opinions. Oh. Yeah, Sepultura is very diverse. Again, like just my personal preference, I'm gonna want like the early, just like raw, fucking like primal shit. I listened to the band Speed, Kill, Hate, members of Overkill around 2004. No, I like Overkill is a classic, but what's my opinion on Testament? The band, not the sexy MV. I like Testament. I like. Because like in my youth, I was more like I was a Megadeth worshiper, right? So any other thrash was like, I mean, it's thrash, which I like because that's what Megadeth is, but nothing's better than Megadeth. So Testament, I like kind of avoided a little bit. I would like listen to the Legacy, or like the Practice What You Preach, but once I got out of my Megadeth worship phase, which is very common, by the way, Megadeth worship phase. We've had a Megadeth. A lot of people have had a Megadeth phase, but like the Megadeth like Rust in Peace worship phase is a distinct and unique phenomenon. But yeah, like Souls of Black. I really liked Souls of Black. I know they're like later albums, like they've like kind of like crossed into death metal. A lot of their later albums have like gotten acclaim. Me personally, if I'm listening to like old school thrash band, if it's not 80s or 90s, like what the fuck? Why are we listening to this shit? Do we like speed metal? Of course. I mean, like speed. If you're gonna, I mean, like speed metal itself is like kind of a sort of nebulous in metal because speed is like one of the core tenets of a lot of metal. Like, you know, you could say like speed, fucking power. Pick whatever other word you want. Intensity. Lack of vitamin D in music form. Hey man, I work night shift. I have lack of vitamin D in physical, literal reality form. Would you ever want to debate? No. I don't want to fucking debate. And I'm not very I talk to people in real life. Like I don't need someone that's like actively looking for some kind of fight to like just bash my head against a wall on, you know. Look, it's fucked up being trans and into black metal. It's not fucked up. Like there are some things in black metal that or some people in black that have made black metal or are fans of black metal that have said or done or thought anti-trans shit. But you have the choice as a trans individual and as just a person in general of liking whatever music you want to fucking like and being whoever the fuck you are. You can do both. And in my opinion, it's kind of fun. Like, that's freedom. Freedom being who you are, liking what the fuck you want. In one way or another, you're living the life. Vulture from Germany. Yes, Vulture. I do like, I talked about in the other stream, Vulture. Like without the E, from Sardinia. It's like Sardinian black and thrash metal, which is one of my favorites recently. Unfortunately, Dave having a 6th grade level understanding of the Israel-Palestine conflict, yeah, doesn't stop Holy Wars from being the best thrash song ever made. I don't know if I would say it's the best thrash song ever made, but it's one of the good ones. One of the, it's up there. Yeah, for real job. I had to say it. Yeah, Inquisition, like music-wise, is one of my fucking favorites. I'll put one of my I can spell. I'm just doing it with one hand. Okay, fuck you. Burp, burp. I just like I had to play it. Like it's one of my favorite. One of my favorites. If you're not into black metal, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this vocal? Like, these vocals?" I just like how it's just like raw, but it's not like it's not crazy technical, really. Which for a mediocre musician is very satisfying. A lack of technicality, if you know what I mean. The vocals in Inquisition, like they're hypnotic, kind of. They're hypnotic. Oh, I gotta catch up on this chat. A lot of people have the Slipknot phase. Me in particular, what would have been my Slipknot phase was my Megadeth phase, in which I would avoid Slipknot like the plague, because that's another thing I might like have to do a video on, is how young people who are getting into metal, the certain like avenues that like you get yourself into, how one of like the main avenues is like getting into like the traditional like classical metal stuff and completely avoiding and shitting on like all of the like modern stuff, which is what I did. You know, like if you get into Metallica and Iron Maiden and Megadeth and like you know everything that comes before that, you know, like fucking Dio and Manowar and shit, you just completely disregard like everything that you think of as everything like post 1990, honestly, or like everything post 2000 for sure. Um, but yeah, like I completely avoided Slipknot because of my Megadeth infatuation. the frog vocals. It kind of reminds me of later Immortal. It is a fucking great song too. People, I don't know why people like if you don't compare like later Immortal to earlier Immortal, because like obviously like earlier Immortal is better than late Immortal. Obviously, meaning my opinion. But like taking it just for what it is, like it is some fucking like catchy, great sounding. Just like it's so fucking. It fits a vibe. It fits a particular vibe. Um, but full of fucking riffs.
Oh, in my kingdom cold, at the mountains of madness.
Anyway, I'm kind of going all over the place. Why are there so many Nazis suddenly in metal? Hasn't been sudden. It's something I've touched on a little bit in most of my videos, but metal itself, its origins were, of course, in more like what you could consider left-wing ideological currents. You know, like being anti-military industrial complex, being like anti-capitalist in a lot of ways. But for as much like class conscious and just like social justice aware, social justicely aware sentiment in metal, particularly like early metal, there were just as many just reactionary working class, just some fucking dudes that want to get down, that want to just fucking go crazy, you know. So like there has always been far right reactionary tendencies in metal. It's just a matter of like how prevalent it was, how thorough it was in like the scene itself and like the musicians themselves. Because earlier on, you could say that a lot of the bands were very like, you know, conscious of these political topics. But as it became more popular and as it became more commodified, as it became more of like a money-making vessel, this like revolutionary tinge, it still remains and it's still prevalent to this day. But metal became a vessel of anything that you want to throw into it. And it just so happens that a lot of the people that partake in metal, a lot of people that enjoy metal, are just some mainly fucking white people from imperial core countries who just want some fucking loud thing to get fucking rowdy to. And that's a product of metal's characteristics that aren't going to change as long as it remains metal. So, like, it's something that I'm always going to say is, like, try to avoid calling metal, like, metal was always this thing. Metal is this. Especially, like, when it comes to, like, political, like, ideological classification. Because what metal is contradictory. The one thing that metal is contradictory. It exists in a society that is rife with contradiction. And it sonically embodies that contradiction more than any musical style up until its conception. It's got a lot more things to say on that. I'm definitely gonna like make more videos on the topic because there's a lot to say about it. But it's more so like it's very intersected with just like the societal currents throughout the decades, and less so like metal as its like insular self. Like it's all the things combined made metal what metal is. Anyway. What was I gonna do? Manowar. Fucking Manowar. I listened to so much fucking Manowar when I was younger. It was kind of like maybe I listened to it because it wasn't thrash and it didn't compete with Megadeth, and like the bands that like I listened the fuck out of when I was young, like, you know, between like 10 and 13, like that age, is Megadeth primarily, Metallica, Iron Maiden, and Manowar. Those four bands, listen the fuck out of. Like so much of just those four bands. I'm the 30-ish metalhead, and even back in the day, there would always be the dude who took his shirt off and had symbols tattooed. Right, yeah, it ain't new. Right, exactly. Because it's some fucking loud, rowdy music, and there's gonna be some loud, rowdy, fucking reactionary right wingers that want to partake in it because they're loud and rowdy. Like it makes sense. Like it sucks if you want like an ideologically pure space, but it makes sense sociologically. On the left, we should start a wave of leftist black metal that sounds more in line with Celtic Frost and Old Bathory. I mean, like you're talking like first wave black metal shit. Make whatever the fuck you want. I would say that wouldn't be a bad thing. It wouldn't be a bad thing, but like do it because it's like what you want to do. Like do it for the fucking love of the game instead of like um doing it out of like spite. Like do it for the love of fucking making some fucking music that you want to listen to, you know? I can't believe the Sacred Reich, but yeah, let's get back to Sacred Reich, shall we? This is what I promised. Keller Synth. I fuck with Keller Synth as much as I fuck with any like dungeon synth, fuck lo-fi, raw synth, fucking Lord of the Rings themed, whatever, blah blah blah. It's cool. It's nice. It's fun. It's marketed directly towards me. Like directly towards me. But like in my opinion, I crave something more intense, something like just harder. Like just something more less chill. And that's not even mentioning the fucking ideological aspect. I know, of course. I grew up shitting on Metallica and only became a fan recently. Ride is goated. I loved Metallica. Like, I always loved Metallica and Megadeth at the same time. So like once I like finally got on the internet and I was like, wait, there's a competition between the two? I'm always one that'll say like the first couple Metallica albums, if you don't like them, you just don't like metal. Especially like Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All, Kill 'Em All. Like, say what you want about like the history of Metallica and their later efforts and like their business side, you know. Though, like, their first 4 albums are like fucking undefeated, honestly. Yeah, this song ripped off Rest in Peace. Yeah, Manowar, like, in terms of power metal, not even fucking, like... It's good. I like their early stuff. Don't... I completely take that back as soon as I say it. Their later stuff... This is one of the songs that I would, I listened to this album so much when I was younger. Because it kind of borders on... There's some, like, death metal sort of, kind of. It's, like, faster, like, heavier, darker. Obviously, this song... Oh, man, I can't play it. I'm gonna play it. But, like, it was stuck in my head for so long recently. Like, I listened to it again, and it just got stuck in my head so hard. I'm just gonna, like, skip to the chorus. Wait, no, it's this one. It's this one. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. It's such a simple song.
When they see us, they will run for their lives. To the end, they will pay for their lives. So long did we wait. Now we are home.
Thanks for the handsome compliment. So we work out? No. No. Yes, I do. I'm waiting on the day when me and J-Dog can just get together in the gym and just fucking pound some iron, pound some ass. I mean, iron. Only iron. Ride. I gotta skip to the fucking chorus. I know all the words too. This is like the most Western show in this music, by the way. Fights for the kingdom, bound for glory, out to the heart of steel. Shall I kneel? That blood is upon my steel. Anyway, it's so fucking catchy. Oh yeah, what else? This song. It's like kind of fucking heavy. Because his voice, like, they like tune down, and his voice gets more like this. Makes you want to chug a beer and gorge on an XL pizza. Exactly. Die. This is the shit I was listening to when I was fucking 12. And, just like, oh my god, this is so fucking heavy.
Until I reach my home. Beyond the gates of light. To the darkness, into the edge of night. No road back, I never will return. Into the fire of hell I will burn and die. And die. Die.
You're welcome. I'm gonna stop doing that. Do I have a jacket? Yes. And I got all the fucking patches, but I don't put it on. It's just like a nice vintage jean jacket. I got some pins on it. That's pretty much it. Not gonna show it to you. Are we allowed to ship? Yes. J-Dog, poor J-Dog. Anyway. Hellripper is really good. I love Hellripper. I love just like Black and Thrash in general. As J-Dog would say, thrash with sack. Whoa. $2. Thank you, Mithril. You guys do not need to give me anything. Give it to your mother. Unless your mother's rich. Your mother needs help. Whoa, $10? What the fuck? Thank you, Dave Valensky. Saw Manowar in Cleveland for 2 shows. It was awesome. I did feel bad for the Japanese guy that came to the show on the day of the tsunami in Japan. Damn. God damn. The battle jacket goes to another school. I mean, it's not technically, it's just a fucking jean jacket with some, like, pins on it. It's not a battle jacket yet. Dude, Primus. I don't know if I've said that. I work in healthcare, okay? One of my patients, he had a stroke. So he, like, his cognition was just like off. Like he had like short-term memory deficits. But he really liked Primus. So I was just like making conversation, you know, like whatever, like, so do you like music? He was like, oh yeah, I really love Primus. And I was like, fucking Primus? Primus sucks. And then like he was just like, like all of his fucking memories like went back into his brain. And he was like, I shit you, I worked night shift. For the rest of the night, he was just on his phone listening to fucking Primus. And for the first moment, I was like, dude, this is fucking good. This is a pleasant break from Fox News. Because, dude, all the fucking patients just listen to Fox News all day, all night. But after someone's like, like, what do you think of Batushka? I like Batushka. Work in U.S. healthcare. So sorry. Yep. Uh-huh. And that's why you guys gotta donate. You gotta donate. You gotta fucking subscribe to my goddamn Patreon and become a fucking member. So I can quit. So I can quit my job of helping dying people. And do something more important, like making fucking the shittiest YouTube videos you've ever watched. What's my favorite Sacred Reich album? The debut. Reduce unemployment are coming. Yep. That'd be nice. Well, yeah, I'm trying not to dox. I've already done enough to dox myself unwittingly. I'll say I am from America. And I'm from the East Coast. You just got laid off, but you were just an intern. Okay, I'm half sorry. You got anything else lined up though? Because I've only been, since I've been like a fucking adult, I've been unemployed like once, and kind of sucked. Just a little bit, kind of. Would I keep working in healthcare if it was half the hours and you felt like you were making a difference? Unironically, I do feel like I'm making a difference. Like it is a very like satisfying job. For your like morality wise, I guess. Like you are like I'm unironically like helping people that need help and they have no one else to help them. So that's kind of nice. The hours do suck. 12-hour shifts, night shift. I'm surprised I still have any hair left. But yeah, like unironically, everyone who works in a hospital needs their pay doubled. Literally fucking doubled, just like right now. Really, they're dying in a hospital, and last thing you hear is Laura Ingram's. Your final thought is, well, maybe hell can't be worse than this. Dude, the amount of Fox News you hear at the hospital. And like it's kind of different like, if like the patient is like a nice person, like they're nice and like they genuinely like need help. You can you know ignore the Fox News, it's whatever. But when they're like a fucking like unnecessarily needy and just like dick asshole patient and they're watching Fox News, like thoughts go into your head. Just a couple thoughts. Here. We're done with ignorance. Great fucking album. Top notch fucking up left wing thrash. Class conscious thrash. So next, we're going chronological. Surf Nicaragua. Which, if you've been doing your reading, you should know why Nicaragua is the topic of a class conscious left wing band's themology in 1988. I'll let you get to Googling if what I'm saying is not ringing any bells. Hard to find a job without experience. Yes. To work, be a nurse's aide in healthcare in a hospital. There you go. You'll clean up shit, but you'll feel good about doing it. Yeah, the American Way is. I'll get to that. That's like the most popular album. As like the albums go on, like American Way is like a little more groovy, I guess. This like EP in particular, and like the other albums, his vocals get a little more like hardcore-y. Does that make sense? Although thrash is just like, I'll take this from hardcore. I'll take this from hardcore. You know. I'm unemployed till life for life. No friends, no girl, just me, my computer, my record collection, and some games. Fucking hell yes. Maybe work on some things. But as far as that goes, sounds fucking good to me. But work on some things. You know what to work on. If you got no experience, fucking work, become a nurse's aide at a hospital. Start cleaning up some piss and shit. That'll give you all the life experience you need. And then you go to any other job and you're like, I was a fucking nurse's aide, a nursing assistant. I cleaned up piss and shit, and I fucking smiled. Hire me. They'll hire you. Hearing Fox News while you die is to be that plug. Yes. No, but some of these people, they watch Fox News like, they just like fucking entranced by it. And like, if you know anything about Fox News, like it's that. Like it's some of the most like just vile, horrible bullshit you've ever fucking heard in your entire life. Jobs are stressful. Like it's understandable for your anxiety to spike like while filling out a job application, and especially like starting a new job. But once you do it, and like if you've done it before, like you know you're capable of doing such things, and you can do it again. And the more experience, the better. It's one of those things like you kind of just gotta get used to it. Whoa, Fabio Saggi, the paisano. Thank you for becoming a member. Hell yeah. You gifted 10 memberships? What the fuck? Thank you. My Italiano paisano brother. I'm assuming that you're Italian. Why are we helping burger fash people instead of real people? Burger fash. That's one of my favorites. I mean, like, yeah, you asked me a kind of a serious question. Referring to like America as like Burger Corp, and as like just like replacing America with like burger. It's very, very nice, very funny. My dad watches Newsmax so much, sort of strain a relationship. That'll do it. Smells familiar. And Newsmax is like, for people who don't know about Newsmax or like are unfamiliar with like American shit, like Fox News is like the super prevalent like 24-hour news station that's like been around for a while, for a couple decades at this point, which is just like pure right-wing billionaire lobbyist propaganda. Newsmax is for the freaks that watch Fox News and are like, this is too left for me. This is poser shit. Newsmax is like the equivalent of trying to think of a fucking analogy here. Newsmax is like if like you were, in terms of metal, you were like fucking playing thrash metal, but it's just not heavy enough for you, so you fucking start playing some fucking death metal. It's basically that. Bad analogy, but that's all I could think of. Fabio, you gifted 10 euros. Thank you, Fabio. This is a good fucking song, too. It's very catchy. My mom doesn't need money, and I need more shitty videos on metal topics. Also, I'm finally back to my desktop. Hate mobile YouTube. Fair enough. I'll tell your mom, I said, thanks for being financially stable enough for you to be okay with giving me money instead. Listen to the Dead Kennedys. Yeah, I mean, as far as like my punk slash hardcore repertoire goes, it's not very extensive, but I have like done my basal level punk listening, and yeah, Dead Kennedys. I got into Dead Kennedys because Dave Mustaine, of course, wore the Dead Kennedy shirt. Sacred Reich tour with Guar. It's fucking awesome. Guar. There's a Guar bar in a place in America. I'm not gonna dox myself anymore. It's cool. Line between thrash and hardcore, especially in the late 80s, early 90s, was sometimes just completely arbitrary, for sure. Yeah, and like there's certain bands that like lean into the hardcore influence more. There's certain bands that don't, whether subconsciously or consciously, you know, because like some bands will completely disavow any hardcore influence, but it's like, dude, you're using fucking 2 beats and shouting vocals. Like, where the fuck do you think that originated? Thrash hasn't been around forever, especially in the fucking 80s. I do, if the patient is like asleep. Oh yeah, the War Pigs cover. If the patient's asleep, I turn that shit the fuck off. And if I'm in there and I'm like trying to talk to him, I just like fucking mute it. But sometimes when patients are asleep, like falling asleep with the TV on, like sleeping with the TV on, is scientifically not good for sleep. Just a PSA for you guys. It's not good for sleep. Turn that fucking TV off, turn that screen off, go to sleep, maybe put some noise on, but don't have a fucking flashing screen of light while you're sleeping. Not good for your sleep. But some patients like specifically request, like, I need the TV to fall asleep. You know? And if they're old, it's like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Like, not let this 80-year-old lady watch TV to fall asleep? But sometimes you turn the TV asleep, just like in the middle of the night while they're asleep. You turn the TV off, and like they just they just like rise out of nowhere. Like, who turned my TV off? I love burgers too. I ate 2 burgers today. Bean burgers though. Eat beans, but that's the second health PSA for you guys. Eat fucking beans. Black beans, chickpeas, fucking kidney beans, pinto beans, whatever kind of fucking bean. Eat some fucking beans. Protein and fiber, low calorie, no fat. Eat those fucking beans. You can make it whatever way you want. Mash them up, turn it into bean dip. Put it in a fucking chili, make some bean salad. Eat your fucking beans. like Donald Trump eats a lot of McDonald's. I used to eat a fuck ton of McDonald's too. I haven't eaten McDonald's in over half a year now. A lot like the Israel shit kind of made it easier not to eat McDonald's. But I would eat so much fucking McDonald's. You want to know my order? My like classic order is 2 McDoubles, 6 McChickens. 8 sweet and sour sauces. Put a fucking thing of sweet and sour on each one of those things. You're damn right. I honestly wonder why any right-wing metalhead is confused about the political leanings of a band. Do they think Creator is being positive about genocide and in support of the people of the lie? Most of the time, again, it's just like, this is some loud fucking brutal music, I love it. And whatever you could say about media illiteracy, understanding any like ideological meaning or any like social justice topics being conveyed goes out the window when you like some fucking riffs. You gotta like get into the mind of a reactionary doofus. Like it makes sense. Like it's not some like crazy surprise why a reactionary would like some metal, especially like extreme, like thrash, you know. I love fucking McDoubles and McChickens. I don't know what to tell you. I would eat, man. Sorry for making anyone hungry or something like that. Don't go to McDonald's. Get some fucking beans. After all the tariffs, you Americans may not have much choice but to eat beans. Yup. Beans are metal. I used to buy McDonald's from DoorDash constantly, didn't save any money. Well, yeah. DoorDash, so expensive. So insanely expensive. Bean burgers are so fucking good. Like, I don't know why it took me so long to find them. Like, I want to start making my own. But like, not that I don't like a beef burger. But in terms of like quantity, I can't be eating 15 beef burgers and keep my pleasant physique, you know. I can eat 15 bean burgers and have some kind of remain functional. I've been going, so I haven't eaten meat for a good couple months. I don't know exactly how much, like 5 months, 4 or 5 months. I'm eating like dairy and cheese and eggs though. Haven't eaten meat though. Because like, well, first of all, watch Dominion, the movie Dominion. About like the industrial like meat industry, kind of like Libby. Like it has like Joaquin Phoenix and like Hollywood actors like narrating, but like it is fucking gruesome. Fucking gruesome. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm not gonna eat this. But like at least there's the possibility of like appropriately getting eggs from a chicken without just like brutalizing the chicken. Or like it's possible to get like dairy products without just like absolutely fucking brutalizing a goddamn cow. You know what I mean? Beans are grunge. What? No, dude. Pinto beans are grunge. black beans are fucking metal. Yeah, like I don't use DoorDash, but like if I do, like you tip the. If you do use DoorDash, tip the fuck out of your driver. Like double digits. If you can afford to get DoorDash, like you can afford to give a double-digit tip. If you can afford it, give them $20. Give them $30 fucking if you have it. Tip the fuck out of your driver. Yeah, bean burgers are really good. Bruce Bathory face reveal. You're not a real one. Let them know when the first face reveal. If you're a true fan, you tell me right now where the first face reveal was. Beans are actually dissonant black and doom with elements of death. Yeah. Fair. Thank you, Mr. Jibs 4. Appreciate it. Oat milk or almond milk? Oat milk. Every day of the week, oat milk. Dairy industry is fucking... I know the dairy industry is very, very fucked. Like, they rape the cows to get milk. I know. I understand that. But at least, like, there's the possibility of not just, like, fucking chopping a cow's head off and just putting it into a grinder to make some cheese. You know what I mean? Alright, moving on. The American way. Good job, Hordon. Keep those tips up. 30 to 100. I mean, if you can afford a $100 tip, do it. But that's pretty high. I don't really like almond milk. If you like matcha, let my partner know that. I fucking love matcha. Matcha smells like seafood. Alright? Bruce, your eyebrows look funny. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. I'm kidding. You dig rice milk? I've never had rice milk. I love rice, though. I love sushi rice. Thoughts on Rotting Christ? One of my favorite bands. Rotting Christ is one of my favorites. I like Greek metal, Greek black metal in general. I talked about this on my last stream, I think, a little bit. Obviously, like their first two albums, Thy Mighty Contract and Non Servium, are very. I would say I like Thy Mighty Contract the most out of those two, but Triarchy of Lost Lovers has been one of my favorite albums in recent times. Matcha Buddy. The earthiness of matcha. I don't like mushrooms either. My palate is more along the lines of McDoubles and McChickens. I'm kidding. I'm not a baby, but it's the texture of mushrooms that I don't really like. Obligatory thoughts on Rage Against the Machine. I'm not like a Rage Against the Machine fanatic, just because like that style of metal / music like isn't my forte. But of course, like Bulls on Parade, mainly because of Guitar Hero, is a classic. used to like back in my like reactionary days, I didn't really like. I knew Rage Against the Machine like existed. But like from what I heard, like I don't know if it was just like the propaganda I was seeing, but it was like Tom Morello's a dick. He's an asshole. So it was like, yeah, you know. That's my valuable opinion right there. Nice mustache. Thank you. I actually copied iDubbbz. I copied iDubbbz' mustache, and here I am. What do I prefer, physical or digital music? I mean, I have physical music. But pure convenience. Like I go to the gym, I listen in my car, like I listen just around the house. Like I'm gonna just like listen on Spotify at this point. And I understand all the arguments. It's weird to think they weren't around for the Bush era. It's weird. Reactionary days? How reactionary were you on a scale from 1 being the least reactionary and 10 being the most reactionary? Good question. It's like, of course, this is a good part, by the way. I got
Capitalist democracy. The American way.
Anyway. How reactionary were you on a scale from 1 to 10? Ugh. So, like, what I was gonna say was like, there was, of course, like the variable in this that I was young. I grew up in like a conservative family, very like conservative, reactionary Christian family. So obviously, like my ideology wasn't coherent or like deeply rooted at all. It was just like, you know, osmosis from your family and surroundings. So I would say 6. 6 probably. I thought chemtrails were a thing because my family was like believed in chemtrails. Obama birth certificate shit. I was like, I was always like a fucking nerd. I was always just like a big nerd, and I was obsessed. Like my family were Republicans, so I was like really obsessed with the history of Republicans, and I would research a lot about like old Republican presidents. Other than Lincoln, because my family would say like Lincoln is a tyrant, which is a whole other thing we could get into. Blah blah blah. But like as I was like researching Republican presidents, like Benjamin Harrison, wow, he was kind of just fucking boring and he did nothing, and actually he kind of sucked. William McKinley, like, oh, same fucking thing. Rutherford B. Hayes, same fucking thing. Chester Arthur, all these fucking dipshits did absolutely fucking nothing. Like Warren G. Harding, oh, he died after like 2 years in office, and he did fucking nothing. Calvin Coolidge, one of the greatest presidents ever, did fucking nothing and just benefited off of the Americans benefiting off of World War One. You know, like all of these like the great lineage of Republican presidents like kind of just like slapped me in the face. Like, wow, where's the fucking epic shit? Like where's like all the fucking shit? And then like you learn about the parties like flipping, you know, in the 20th century, and you hear about just like basically just like nuanced politics. You start getting a little bit of nuance, and it's like, wow, this is kind of just fucking bullshit. So, like as I got a little bit older, I was like still. I always fucking hated Democrats and liberals. But like I was like, wow, Republicans are kind of fucking lame. So I had a very like libertarian era. Because like I wanted deep down, like I wanted peace. Like I wanted like them to just like both sides and just like politics in general to like make up and just like get along all together. But my family was Republican, so I like didn't really want to piss them off too much. It was just kind of a fucking mess. But like I wasn't like super ideologically attached to anything really. How was your radicalization process? Quite surprised at you from the USA. I think I was definitely like in my libertarian phase for a while. Out of nothing other than just like pure cowardice. Like not wanting to like truly pick a side or delve deeper into anything. Or like, you know, like really like get past my like firmly entrenched beliefs. I think it was COVID is like when I like really started to like it wasn't like COVID itself that radicalized me. It was just like when I was bored enough to like do some research on or start like digging into stuff I didn't know. Like what is communism? What is socialism? Like what really is the left? And like that is when I was like, oh, like there was a whole other world to consider. And like while doing that research, I was always like taking everything with a grain of salt, like just like, you know, squinting at everything, just like trying to find validation in my like dismissing of left-wing politics for my entire life, like up until that point, but I couldn't really find it, and it was not comfortable. It was very uncomfortable to not have your like firmly entrenched preconceived beliefs validated, to in fact like really see that like there wasn't really I wasn't really ideologically attached to anything. And just the fact that like there was all this unknown that I didn't know was shocking. And then like you learn more and more about it. You like learn about the fucked up shit that Empire has done, and realize like how it really is connected to capitalism. Like once I would like I don't know where I heard it, or like the first time I heard it, but like when it clicked that like capitalism was the problem, like it was very like everything just like cleared up, everything just started to make sense, like everything really began at that point. And I guess that was like however many years ago. So like I never had like a liberal, I mean like I was always technically a liberal, but I was never like a Democrat liberal kind of guy, you know. It was like neoconservative Christian kid, edgy libertarian teenager, and then just like hopeless for a while, just like completely hopeless, and then like fucking capitalism sucks. Oh, you know. And like also having a job and like being a fucking adult contributed to that. It just like it connects so many dots. Like, oh, this is why racism is propagated. Like, oh, this is why we have so many like gender and culture wars. And like, oh, this is why this exists. This is why this exists. This is why this is propagated. Like, things just really fucking start to make sense once you like take it from an anti-capitalist perspective. Also, Ruben Stolzer, thank you for the £4.99 of euro. Anyway, Cummy Wummy. Didn't expect Brutus to be this fuckable looking. I'll take it. Yeah, dude, Sacred Reich was an Encino man. Chumbo from Brazil. I will look into that. I'm 29, and sadly I was right-wing before becoming left-wing and also coming out as a woman. Yeah, it's a huge, like, repressed sexuality is a huge component of the rage of, like, modern reactionary and right-wing movements. Or just, like, sentiment. Repressed sexual just anger and rage at your frustrated sexual desires, whether it be, like, outward towards the people you want to fuck or you are attracted to, etc., or like deep within, how you feel, like who you think you are. But shut the fuck up! Don't talk about that. Just boil up and you know. My late dad was a university lecturer in biochemistry. Bikers. Lifelong communist. Really great. Dude, you lucky son of a bitch. You lucky fucking son of a bitch. My dad believed in chemtrails. I think you are what they would call a red diaper baby. You know, like your parents. Your parents fucking name you Vladimir Lenin. Your first and middle name. Someone argue there is no real left in this country. Correct. The only like real left that exists is just fragmented, isolated individual pockets of so-called resistance. But like it's there, and like it's just been brutally attacked for the entirety of America's existence. So when I realized that God isn't real, yes. I was always like, I was always told like, you know, like, wow, you're like, I was always like the smart one, like the golden child. And I would always be fucking reading. I was like fascinated with paleontology and like nature and biology and like space, just like science in general. But my family was very religious. So it was kind of like they continued to foster my like pursuit of knowledge. Like they didn't realize where it would inevitably lead to, which was a coming to terms with there could possibly be not a God. And even if there was, how am I to be certain that it is your God? So like it was kind of like, you guys fucked up. You should have just took the books away from me. You shouldn't have let me learn about dinosaurs. Best way to get radicalized in the U.S. is to live in reality. Makes it easier. There's X amount of veneers obscuring literally everything. Just a vast amount of obscurantism, just shrouding everything. Yeah, I hope the left has more and more representation in the U.S. because in my home country, Romania, the Red Scare amongst the middle community is still crazy. Yeah. I think there is like, I don't know how it is in Romania. I could imagine the Red Scare being crazy, just like, you know, post-shock therapy. But yeah, like, at least here, like, we have people that are outspoken. Like, they might not be, like, the most prevalent or, like, popular or, like, widespread. But we're here. We're here and we make our presence known enough that our ruling class is at the very least conscious of it and scared of it enough to continue like the shroud of mysticism and obscurantism that we see. Eisenhower was the only decent Republican. He like of course, like, he's got his problems. He was a fucking anti-communist. Hardcore anti-communist. But he at least, like, wasn't just, like, completely consumed, like, Douglas MacArthur style. With, like, dominating the world. He was at least, like, He would at least give it, like, one of these, like, Douglas MacArthur would just be like, fuck them all! Fucking slay them all! And that was, like, the most prevalent belief during that time period. You know? Like, someone just doing, like, a little bit was much appreciated. Kind of set you apart. Kind of sad. What type of leftist are you? Anarchist, ML, leftcom, or something else? Me in particular, I'm never gonna, like, put a definite label on myself like that. I have a lot of thoughts about it. Like, my journey into, like, left-wing politics, I guess was, like, kind of a different route. But I don't like putting the label on it because, like, just right there it automatically separates a certain amount of people from whatever label I choose. You know, like, if I said I was an anarchist right now, there would be a certain amount of people that would completely bail just based on me, like, attaching that label to myself. I will say that, like, I'll say that I'm a Marxist. I'm a material dialectic. A materialist dialectic. You know, like, I'm not gonna... There are, like, some things about anarchism that I think are overlooked by MLs a little bit too much. Like the, like, concepts of hierarchies of power and whatnot. But I don't think I will ever call myself a anarchist. Like, I am an anarchist. I am someone that's always going to say, like, dialectical materialist, sorry. I'm kind of stupid right now. I gotta catch up on this chat. What's my favorite dinosaur? T-Rex. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Sinosauropteryx. That's a good one. Allosaurus is a good one. Dinocaris. The Dinocaris is the original, is what was in a fun fact, is what the velociraptors in Jurassic Park were modeled after, because velociraptors are a lot smaller than what they appear in Jurassic Park. The Dinocaris is like a bigger version of the velociraptor. Yeah, dude. Who said it? Where is it? Dinosaurs to leftist pipeline is real. For sure. Why is it, do you think, there's little to absolutely zero pushback to Trump 2.0? We're not even getting the embarrassing 2016 era rad-lib resistance people this time around. There's a lot, like... There's a lot of things that, like, other people have said that will address this better than I am going to right now. I think a lot of it is hopelessness. A lot of it is based on the fact that liberal Democrats don't really have anything they're attached to ideologically, or just, like, anything substantive that they can root themselves in. So they'll never have, like, some kind of coherent strategy against him other than pissing and shitting. And there's a multitude of factors we can discuss here. I'm like kind of... This is like 2 a.m. for me right now, so my brain is kind of mush. I'm sorry. I'll talk about fucking Dinosaurs. That requires no brain effort. You should come and join us Sunday afternoon. Social Justice Alchemy, where a bunch of anarchists get together to chat about politics. Social Justice Alchemy sounds good to me. You said Sunday afternoons? Okay. Yeah, dude, I mean, you can also, like, hit me up in my email, in my description. The Brazilian Trump, yeah, Bolsonaro, about to be jailed for staging a coup. I heard about that too. It's crazy though, like Brazil in Lula, they're actually like they had like some modicum of, you know, like workers' representation. I know it's obviously like still half-assed concession blah 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 bullshit, but like at least it was fucking something. Like we in America have nothing, like absolutely fucking nothing, and it's sad. Like it's fucking ridiculous. Margarella was asked which type of leftist he was. ML, Trotskyist, Maoist. He answered, I'm Brazilian. I think is a fair answer to this kind of question. Yeah, I get that. I am an American. Dino Nikes, by the way. Oh, is Dino Kyrus the one? I know what you mean. It has the big claws. I know who it is. Yeah, sorry. My bad. I remember because it was originally like thought to be a predator, but like they found it was a herbivore, and the claws were like for self-defense. What's up, Rupert? Labor offering is the status quo. No defined real policy for fixing this. That's why the resistance is left. Yeah. It's a defense of the status quo, even if the status quo is completely and utterly collapsing and dying. Yeah, like I was thinking like if the like deportations that like are happening here, like the wrongful deportations of like American citizens and like lawful American residents, and also like what I posted the other day about Luigi, like them seeking the death penalty for him, but giving a plea deal to the Texas mass shooter who killed 23 people. If that happened in like a country like take your pick of countries, even like a Western country like France, like fucking riots would be happening. Like big fucking riots. People would be taking the streets, like not wanting to put up with this bullshit. But here it's just like, oh, I have a job to go to on Monday, and if I don't go to my job, I'll fucking starve to death. So, like, it's fucking pathetic. Joe Biden is a communist. Yeah. I would fucking love it if Joe Biden was a communist. We'd have had a golden age of American history for those 4 years. But alas. Yeah, like, it's so fucking sad that they're just like, our far left radical leader is Chuck Schumer. I talk about it in my like libertarian establishment video, but like if there was like a deep state Marxist cabal running the country, they are doing such a fucking utterly terrible, pathetic job. Like, have you read one fucking book of Marxist literature? Deep state cabal? But like, if people like actually knew like what radical far left theory was, or had any familiarity with the ideology, they would instantly fucking call out how this like modern neo Red Scare propaganda is just like complete bullshit, just on its face. Like, Joe Biden's a communist? What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Like, you want to be like have an actual serious conversation? But no, like because we have so many different layers of obscurantism and mysticism around our politics, we hear something like Joe Biden's a communist, and like the regular layman is like, okay, I guess he is a liberal, and that is left. Yeah, like Bernie Sanders. A lot of people have said this too, but Bernie Sanders is the ultimate centrist. Like on a full scale of political, full spectrum of political ideology, Bernie Sanders is the center. He is the absolute center of preserving the capitalist status quo and whatever fill in the blank leftist social policies that he wants to implement. Like implementing concessions while preserving the capitalist status quo. He is the ultimate centrist. Although I have to give him some, like a teeny bit of credit. I think he has been like slowly drifting left, just like a little teeny bit. Did someone else give me a fucking Rare's Green? I thought you were a member. I thought you were my first member. I remember. Apes Together Strong. I'm reading the Dialectics of Nature right now by Engels. And in it there's he has like an essay on the transition from ape to man and like the part played by labor. And he just like talks about like the development of man and like how labor was a key component, like work was a key component of like why man became man. And the dude like that, like he goes into detail about like electricity and heat and mechanics and physics and chemistry and shit like that, which like is very, very dense and heavy. But in terms of like biology and like anthropology and like evolution, like I can just like suck that into my brain so hard. But yeah, dude, I like my coworker at work. I was reading Dialectics of Nature. I was like on that chapter, and they're just like, "What are you reading?" And if you work in healthcare, you work with majority women, by the way. So that's what that voice was. He's like, "What are you reading?" And I just like handed her the book, and she was like, "Are humans? Do you really believe that humans were apes?" And I was like, "Yeah." This is a fucking funky song. What the hell? Right, exactly. Like, you're a nurse. You went to nursing school. Dude, there's some really nice individuals in healthcare. but they also have some other qualities. But yeah, I was like explaining to her, like, we are still apes. Like, a cheetah, a lion, a tiger are all cats, but they're individually distinct based on their like species. But like a cat, a dog, a fucking ape are all mammals, you know? And mammals, birds, and fish are all animals. Just like explaining fucking taxonomy. Thank you for watching, Edward Sexby. A lot of people need to. Someone needs to like really write a like condensed version of Dialectics of Nature for idiots, because like I'm a reader. Like this is my 10th book this year so far, and like it's a tough read. Dialectics of Nature. It's like any of like the classics of Marxist literature. If it's like from like the 19th century, it's gonna be tough just based on like a vernacular difference. All right, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. We're just gonna go on some Brutus fucking crazy round. Just some shit I've been listening to. All right. Oh yeah, I was listening to Dark Funeral at the gym last night. The ending of this song is really good. What else have I been listening? A lot of people haven't listened to Dark Funeral because I don't know. Dark Funeral gets a bad rap for it. Dark Funeral gets a bad rap for whatever reason, but Dark Funeral is great. What was I listening to? Ooh. Oh. Here. Staying on the topic of thrash. I wouldn't say it's one of the most boring classic albums ever. I'm probably not going to listen to it again for the next like year or two. I don't really know much Nine Inch Nails, honestly. Like industrial isn't my forte. This is a great. This is probably my favorite Creator album. Show us the NSBM playlist. Oh yeah, Black Braid, of course. Black Braid is one of those bands that like is very good, and it has received like a modicum of popularity and success, but has been like given like some kind of like DEI label pure like because of their like Native American background, which is just like fucking ridiculous. Like the hate for Black Braid is just like fucking ridiculous and nonsensical. Like why? Some people call Dark Funeral Norsecore. Yeah, it's just like pure racism, pretty much.
You only like Black Braid because of the DEI.
This is the best part about this song. Like, I heard someone say that like they don't like the vocals on this album. I was like, what?
Cemetery!
I'm going back a little bit.
Open for me!
There's just something about that line.
A coffin is open for me!
It's so fucking good. Midnight is very good too, yeah. I guess this is an ear fatigue inducing black metal. To still be a Stone Cold classic. Yeah, I guess so. Even ignoring Varg, I can't get into Burzum. Vocals are the only thing I like. I like Burzum. It was like one of the first black metal bands I got into. I haven't really gone back to Burzum for obvious reasons. But like, I'm never gonna be someone to like say Burzum is shit. Sodom or Creator? I don't know. They're kind of just like dead even in my opinion. Like old Acumen. Maybe Sodom. But like, I mean, Creator's right up there too. Like, Creator, you know, Pleasure to Kill, Endless Pain, fucking Coma of Souls. Probably like a dead tie with, Cursed by Blood. Why am I blanking on Persecution Mania? Like the first couple Sodom records. I mean, like early Creator is and like early Sodom are just like so rippingly like raw and fast and like Terrible Certainty too. But here, this is on the theme of. This is like a. I want this playing. There's a lot of songs we could play like on the fucking. When we're standing on the gallows with a certain individual with a piece of fabric spun around a particular appendage housing right underneath the cranium. If you know what I mean. But this part. Like I want this playing. I want this playing while we're standing on the gallows in front of the fucking. Shut the fuck up! I'm doing what I want here.
Strong as my division. My only solution is a violent revolution.
I'll go back. Don't worry. Look at this fucking guy. Like that, he looks like a. I don't know who that is. But a little jealous of his look. It sucks on Spotify they don't have all the albums. Like they don't have In the Sign of Evil, they don't have the debut. I haven't seen Lords of Chaos either. Kind of don't really have an interest. I don't know. Maybe I'll. Maybe I'll see it. Yeah, dude, tapping the vein. They're like, make the fucking get those fucking biceps in there. I was like, kind of like infatuated by this album cover for a while. Not infatuated, but just like, it's very like something to look at, you know? It, like draws you in. Yeah, like the only way I would watch is drunk with friends, you know? I do like Tapping the Vein, the album. I'll put this on. Sodom is just so like raw and like, you know? You know, Lords of Chaos director who's also did Spun was in Bathory? What? Really? Well, then why doesn't everyone love Lords of Chaos then? Steroid Smurf, yeah. See a Mithril? Yeah, dude, and like, shoot me an email whenever. Do you like Anacrusis? Yeah, dude, I actually recently discovered them. I only listened to Screams and Whispers. I think that's their second album. It is very punky. Well, I mean, yeah, like that's like thrash is heavy metal with hardcore / punk influence. So death do us unite. Wait, is the fucking... Disposable Heroes rip off. Most of Sodom isn't on Spotify. It kind of sucks. I love how it goes back and thanks, Gaborn. I do have a face. They're missing like a couple of like the first two, like their debut EP, and then their first album, and then I think one or two later albums from the '90s. I'm just going through random German thrash now. Okay, this is one of the best albums in terms of German thrash. How do streamers just like go on for fucking hours? Like I'm exhausted. I've been going for 2 hours 16 minutes. It's like sitting here fucking. It's crazy. Well, thank you for the compliments. Assassin, Tankard. I haven't really give Tankard a fair crack for obvious reasons. Because that fucking Tankard. Prost! Oh, yeah, but I could not be doing this fucking 8 hours. Well, first of all, I mean, like, it's fun, like, talking and shit. Like, interacting. Like, listening to music I like. But, like, it's just kind of fucking boring to sit here to, like, do nothing. You know? Well, thanks. Thanks for the compliments. Thank you. Thank you for spreading the word. I do want to... I don't know if I should spill the beans right here. I'm not gonna. I was gonna tell you what my next video is gonna be. But... not gonna. It's, you know, like... the best part about making videos is, like, coming up with the script. Like, formulating the idea and, like, doing the research. Because it's, like, genuinely interesting. It's, like, something I'm passionate about. Something I have fun doing. Like, I like to write. But, like, doing all the editing, like, all that shit is just so fucking boring and time consuming. But, like, I don't think that anyone would want to watch just a fucking goat on the screen and, like, no edits or, like, funny, like, little, like, quick things, you know? They're kind of like, it's the shit you gotta do. I've listened to Havoc. I've listened to Havoc. Just in my personal opinion, if I'm gonna listen to thrash, it's gotta be from the fucking 80s. Just, like, has to. Like, without that, that aura. The aura, the mystique, the history. You know? Kind of a similar thing with death metal. Like, I really, like, only want to listen to death metal from the 90s. Kind of same with black metal. I mean, like, I'm just kind of one of those people. Not that there, like, isn't good metal of those subgenres coming out to this day. But in my personal opinion, I like the mystique and, like, hit the history and, like, putting myself, like, in that time period. It's fun to me. Eat some beans. Heck yeah, I like the goat too. Thank you, Stephen Garcia. The script is the only really the only reason, like the main thing, you know. Modern thrash is good. It's just like, if for my personal taste, like, I like just like the feel of, like, damn, this was made in the 80s. Like, that's pretty crazy. Hypnosia. Yeah, dude, Lich King is good. Yeah, I'm never gonna film myself shouting at a computer while wearing sunglasses indoors. Not gonna do that. Dude, fucking album cover. I like that. Yeah, dude, this sounds like straight from the late 80s. Thank you. Yeah, this is right up my alley. Yeah, I would only do that for a meme. It would only be a pure meme. And this shit is right up my alley. My favorite thrash is like thrash that borders on death. Like Morbid Saint. Or Sodom and Creator, you know? You have a hard time listening to the older styles of production. I love disgusting production. Obviously, there's like a line to go past, like that you can cross that makes it like unlistenable. But I love just some dirty, like grimy fucking, you know. Stop shitting on J-Dog. He's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy. It's a shame that Razor guy has such weird politics. His yeah, I said it in the video I made on him. Like his Metal Mythos series was great. Red Phinney and Punk, I know you. You're a mainstay. You're a staple. This is badass. Thank you again for this album. I have to bide my time. I have to find the right opportunity to talk to J-Dog. Okay? I can't like call him out like this fucking leftist has a word, has a bone to pick with, because like he'll just like instantly come out with like, you know. In my opinion, overproduction is one of my least favorite things. I love just like the sound as if it was just fucking four guys in a room and they just turned the microphone on and they started playing. That's my favorite. Oh, fuck yeah. I love that. I almost don't want to ruin it. I want to listen to this at the gym tonight. Dude, Red Phinney and Punk. I would love to do that. One of my favorite activities was like dropping a video and then waiting for you to drop your essay in the comments. Because you always go hard. So there is something hypnotic about just that raw and polished sound. There's something here. This is one of my favorite bands recently. And this album, wait, what the fuck? Huh, okay, anyway. This album, I love the production on. I fucking love the production. Listen to this shit. This is like right up my alley. Like I love the sound of this, but then they just released an album this year, and listen. Like it's not bad production. It's just like clearly way more produced, right? Like it's still good and I like it, but way more clean. It's still good. This album has a really good sound to it too, and it's still like really like dirty, or more dirty. That's what I'm saying. I'm always gonna prefer like this. And this band is actually Sardinian, which for you nincompoops. Give me a world map, God. Sardinia. Off the coast of Italy. It's an island off of Italy. It's actually where part of my family is from. So, it's home. They're actually like really influenced from Mortuary Drape. Mortuary Drape is another like Italian black metal band. What else was I was gonna I do not have a rate your music account. Oh, this is one of my the one video I made of just like albums I like. This album has one of my favorite productions in it. Production is so good. Some of my favorite production. It's one of my favorite albums, just like ever, honestly. Just so fucking good. I'm just gonna devolve into my favorite albums, honestly. What else was I gonna do? My brain is like running on half power. I showed this last time, but I don't really give a fuck. It's one of my. This album has one of my favorite productions too. This is one of my favorite riffs. Yeah, I'm still going. I will never stop listening to this song. Someone said Japanese black metal. Favorite Bolthrower album? I was not typing the whole time. Probably War Master. Realms of Chaos, like the first two ones. Although I do also like the Fourth Crusade. Oh, I'm gonna get into Psy. Don't you worry. First things first. Oh, my bad. Fucking called me out. I would hope you would fucking listen to Bolt Thrower. Or see them in person. What was I gonna do? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Where is Infidel Art? No. No. What? Infidel Art is my favorite album. What? Oh, that fucking sucks. What sucks is that Scorn Defeat is like one of my other favorites, and I have it. God damn it. YouTube it is. I know, I listened to it not that long ago, and like, why Infidel Art? Like, why'd they take that off? It's weird. This video's up next. We'll go through it. Any of you have any infidelity problems? Oh shit. the beginning of this song is so good. Like when it goes. This. I'm skipping ahead. I'm skipping into the flute solo. Skipping ahead, sorry. That's what hurt. Yeah, dude, listen to Infidel Art. I could listen to this album all day, but when you listen to the whole thing for the first time, it's fucking wild. It's a experience for the first time. But someone said windier, so gotta do it. And this song, this is the first song I heard by them, and it was great. Like, I fucking love it. It's so fucking good. Shouldn't this be like the intro to Villain Saga? Like a season for Villain Saga? Windier was one of my first black metal bands too. I haven't listened to it in so long. Arntor was my favorite. I have this on vinyl. Oh man, you're getting me back into it. The album is so good. Oh man. Like the whole beginning of this song. I haven't listened to this in so long. Damn. No paid request song reactions, just whatever the fuck I want to listen to, pretty much. Oh man. I haven't listened to this in fucking ages. So epic. So emotional too. I could just sit here and listen to the whole song. But yeah, I fucking love this album. Thanks, whoever recommended it. Soul for Aeon, yeah. I listened to one of their albums because the album art was like fucking. I think it was their most recent album. Came out like the other year. What's my favorite black metal bands beside Bathory? I don't know, Windier's up there. But Immortal for sure. Odium, Necromancia, Rotting Christ, Ninkarsog in terms of like newer black metal. Enthroned, Old Man's Child, Covenant, Summoning, if you want to count that. Oh, Septic Flesh for sure. Septic Flesh's first album which is kind of sad. They like re-released it. Seth. Ooh, look at this! Come on. The original one is so good. Look at this. Like, this album art is so much better. Look how fucking good this album art is compared to it. Like, why? Vreed, yeah. For some reason, whenever I think of Vreed, I think of Drodk. It's the wheat, I think. Yeah, exactly. I only really listened to the first couple Septic Flesh albums. Unleashed is great too. I love Swedish death metal. What was something I was listening to? In terms of Greek metal, I mean, Necromantia is probably my favorite band in recent times. Oh, like this song is... Every song in this album is just such a fucking banger of a melodic masterpiece. Anyway, I'm gonna not get stuck on Arntor forever. Iskra is good. I like Iskra. Skeleton Witch too, yeah. Anyway, ignoring all of you. Oh, there's so many good songs. This one just comes out right out the gate. I do also like this song. A part in this song. If you want to be a fucking pencil neck dork, you could definitely sus. Ancient pride, you know, blah blah blah, Greek. Anyway, I like this part of the song.
You came and murdered and said loss and joy. But first, you burn your soul.
Thoughts on power metal? I don't really like. I haven't really gotten like too deep into power metal. I do like the first Blind Guardian album though. Okay, man. You missed all of Sacred Reich. Huh? Okay. I haven't really listened to like all the other like newer Blind Guardian, but I do really like this album. And I like this song. I like his vocals. I like the chorus a lot. I like the drums. Give me the fucking chorus. There we go. Hold on. You've never seen Lord of the Rings? What? Huh? Dude, okay, just for you, I'll do this for you. Just for you, whatever the fuck your name is. Mud. Because I like this beginning of the song so much. Okay. Just for you. Oh, what else was I gonna do? I was gonna do something else. Oh yeah, someone said, "Do you fuck with Doomy or Death Doom type shit?" Why? Yes, I do. As far as like Death Doom goes, Rune Magic is one of my favorites. This album, the first two albums, this one, and this one. I mean, it's still kind of fast. fucking love this song. Oh, this riff. One of my favorite riffs. You guys are going on my time. Fucking love this riff. Funky bass intro. I'll let you listen to a little bit of it. Thor's hammer is awesome. Hell yeah. Such a great riff. Anyway. Catatonia and Paradise Lost? Yeah. As far as Catatonia goes, Dance of December Souls. It's kind of where I'll end there. And Paradise Lost, I mean, Gothic is the only one I really... I love... I talk about it in my one video. I include this album. Yeah, I love this album. Do I fuck with non-epic bands? What constitutes a non-epic band? Check your band. Was your band just your name? Will I do any band reactions? I mean, I guess. I don't know why you would value my opinion more than anyone else's. Do I like Mythic? Mythic is the band that's all women, right? Which is like, it's sad that like whenever a band is just like only women, it's like, that's the band that's women. But yeah, I like Mythic from what I heard. I think they only have one album. Damn, dude, this is your band? You're kind of killing it. I really like Panopticon a lot. What do you want me to listen to first? I'll give you either I'll give you your pick of the litter. Cool album art. You don't have a lot of this romantic doom death stuff without Into the Pandemonium era Celtic Frost. For sure. Took the words right out of my mouth. You wouldn't have a lot without Celtic Frost. All right, I'm just going in raw then. Would you consider Sacred Reich triumphant sword and magic dramatic fantasy? I don't know, a lot of thrash isn't epic by those standards. Always a good sign. I like this. I really like that first one. You do actually got it good. Do I like MGLA? I've only listened to Exercises in Futility. I like it. I'm gonna go pee. I still have my headphones on, so I'm still listening. I really like this part. This part's fucking epic. Wait, thanks for sharing your band. You're kind of fucking killing it, dude, too. Like, good shit. It's awesome. We out here. In the real world. Oh, so you copied this Zorza, huh? She Polish? Anyway. What the fuck am I doing here anyway? Hmm. My earbuds just said they're low battery. So we're on the home stretch here. Massive Killing Capacity is such a great gym album. Just kicking it off right from the. That's what don't tell anyone. Don't say anything. But no, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. Sometimes secrets need to be kept. Great fucking gym album though. I still have to say, I mean, probably like an ever-flowing stream. I'm a classicist. I like the classics. I'm not gonna say it. What are we still doing here? Gate Creeper's good. I'm just like, as far as just like new death metal goes, just makes me want to listen to old death metal. There's a lot of stuff. One of these is not like the other. Like, what the fuck? That's weird. Oh yeah, someone said that about Dark Throne's like speed metal era. I really like this album, The Underground Resistance. Whoever said that like 2 hours ago, you were heard. Just meant like when it comes to death metal, just like classic death metal, like at a certain point, like, does it get any better than Altars of Madness? You know? Yeah, like yeah. Fucking Altars of Madness. Come on. Come on. Speaking of changing the album cover for, I was gonna play Underground Resistance, but Total Death. Total Death is a pretty good album. It's kind of overlooked a little bit, but the original Total Death album cover. It's fucking awesome. Why'd they change it? Why did they change it? Looks so fucking cool. Yeah, as far as Dark Throne goes, I love Soulside Journey. For like the classics, you know, like these, probably Transylvanian Hunger. in my opinion. Transylvanian Unger. I want to play this. Is it this song? No, this one. This one's such like an anthem. Chorus is so catchy, just wait. This song is only for the truest of metalheads. Anyone else listening to this is like, what is this shit? I love the chorus though. Left behind. Someone said it. What they want to do. Anything from human or individual thought patterns. I listen to a fuck ton of death as well. What got me out of Megadeth, the Megadeth obsession, was death. And that is a very, very common trajectory as well. I think, what's his name? There's a YouTuber, Varvis. He went through like a similar trajectory, although he's still stuck in death. Which is like, there's nothing wrong with it. Leprosy is my favorite, though, for sure. But I spent a lot of time listening to individual thought patterns and human. Together as one. It's like, sometimes like death is just like too good, you know. This used to be my warm up for like playing, for picking, like alternate picking warm up. Because it's like all the same tempo for like 3 riffs straight. This is my favorite. The beginning of this song is so good. I forgot about this. But then this part is so good. Those are my favorites from those two albums. Just for you, Fabio. I do like Sound of Perseverance. I think it gets a bad rap for whatever reason. I don't know. I like the Flesh, the power it holds.
Flesh.
As far as tech deck goes, I guess I haven't really got into it. Mainly because I like rawness. And I like at least a little bit of like heavy metal influence. You know, just in like heavy metal. Some of that gets lost in tech death. And sometimes I, like, as a musician myself, sometimes it's like depressing listening to like super technical death metal. It's like Jesus fucking Christ. Deceased. I like Deceased. I guess I haven't really listened to Deceased that much. What is my thumbnail? Denigrating Chairman Mao is never cool. Come on. I'm not one to fucking like pick apart former like socialist experience, like communist China in particular. But Chairman Mao's got he's not free from criticism. Especially now. Like what the fuck like he's not free from getting a little jokey joke thrown on him. Alright, anyway. If you like death, if you like later death, you're gonna like Cynic. Dragged into Sunlight, that's the band with the album with the fucking the bitch on the table and she's getting fucking the baby ripped out of her by KKK members. Glad I got that right. It was good. I liked it. What is it called? Hatred for Mankind. Good to know. Not gonna listen to it right now. Why is that what I go on to? Alright, guys. My earbuds are dying. We're approaching the end. If you have any spare change laying around, now's the time to throw it at me. If you have any spare compliments to throw, now's the fucking time. I love Carcass. Ah, man. Come on. You really gotta mention that now? Give me these two albums every day of the week. But I also love Heartwork and Necroticism. But these two albums. Thank you guys for watching. It was fun. I'm just not built for this, dude. Like, I'm not built for many hours of streaming. Like, my leg is shaking. Just want to get up and like run around. I want to run. I want to dance. I want to touch the sky with my own two hands. Yeah. Thanks everyone again. I'll do this. I want to do this like once a week, maybe. Something like that. But yeah. Have a good rest of your day. See you later. Get some rest. Eat some beans. Eat some beans, drink some water. Get some exercise. Goodbye. Thanks again. See you later. Adios.